Hey Aquarian, this is your November 2020 love reading. I'm Mr. Blue 2, and I've been sitting here thinking about all my Aquarian friends and the Aquarians I know, and I feel like you guys have been on sensory overload. You know, you're really smart people, you definitely think about things, you study life, you study people, you study the environment, you know, there's a lot to take in, and I think it's been a lot for you guys. It's like you're kind of like going through the Three of Swords in a way, where your heart and your mind are in different places, and it's just really been a lot, hasn't it? So, you know, I don't know what to say about that. We're going to see what the cards say about it, definitely. Find out for you singles, and for those of you if you're having relationship challenges, what kind of energy the cards are throwing your way, what's the messages. Please, Spirit, give us what Aquarius needs to know for November 2020. Page of Pentacles, the Empress. Okay, so some of you are worried about your kids, you're worried about the young person in your life, maybe you have a child, maybe you have a stepchild, maybe you are a teacher, and you have a lot of young people around you. The Page of Pentacles is, usually I think of pages as kids, a lot of times. Yeah, Two of Swords. See, well, okay, so there's Empress energy here. This is good. It's like, you know, things are flowing, right? Things are good. This is Empress energy. It's fertility. It's having what you want. It's kind of laying back and enjoying things. And, you know, I think that's the first message here, is to just get into a really happy place. Get in a joyful place where you're able to attract the things that you want. This is about manifesting what you want. Excuse me, I'm having an allergy attack. I'm in the park, and so you'll hear salsa music in the back. I don't know if it's salsa or Fia. I don't know the difference, but it's definitely fun music. Okay, so this is Empress energy, and you know, you have to attract what you want with that Empress energy. It's about drawing it to you, enjoying, soaking it in, manifesting, and allowing and appreciating. Okay, it speaks about also being passive. Okay, it's not aggressive energy. Now I have the hiccups, I can't believe that. And the Two of Swords. So you see, in your mind, it's like you've been thinking about a lot of things. This is someone who's thinking, and the thinking isn't good for them. You see, when you sit and think, it's not good. You just need to act on something, right? The question is, what should you act on? Eight of Pentacles, okay? So study something, research something, get something going online. This is a love reading. So this says, you know, the 8 talks about there's something coming, right? Something is going to happen, because it soon gets to the 9. That's an attainment number. But in the 8, you're doing something. You're learning about something. So when this pertains to love, write letters, do emails, you know, plan something, you know, do some type of something on social media, you know, update your social media, put better pictures, show positive things, you know, put some energy into something. That's where the payoff comes, when you put energy into something. Now, I said don't be aggressive, and I meant it, okay? The Empress is manifesting things, and you're allowed to do things in order to manifest things, but also you do these things, you know, it's like getting dolled up, making yourself beautiful, treating yourself to a mani-pedi or a facial, you know, things like that. That is Empress energy. And so that's not being aggressive. It's taking care of yourself, building yourself up, and then, you know, drawing it to you, drawing it into your realm of reality. See? And that, what did I say? Oh my gosh, 10 of Cups. And then you see, it moves into the 10 of Cups. So things are going to be happy. You're going to have a good November. This is it's just pure joy. All the cups are full. They're wild, beautiful butterflies flying towards the moon. The castle's there. We're talking about security and happiness and abundance and love. Filling you up, you see? And the Knight of Cups, the bringer of love. So you see, love will come to you. You do all those things, but you have to let go. You know, that Two of Swords is, don't stay in indecision. If something comes to you, Be open to it. Decide on it. Make a decision. Don't sit and lollygag and back and forth. That's never good energy. That doesn't allow an answer for this King of Cups. Now, I don't know how the King of Cups is coming. I don't know if he accidentally, rear ends you in a parking lot, or if he hits you up online, or if he calls your best friend and says, hey, let's get together, let's all go and do something. You see, but the scales are balancing out. Wow, justice. Okay, now that can be Libra energy. So that doesn't mean that the person coming is a Libra, although Libra and Aquarius is a great match. A Libra and Aquarian, they're both airy, they're both smart, they're both dynamic. So that's really good. What about that Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Wheel of Fortune? Okay, you see, opportunity will come back to you. It will come spinning. There's no question about that. There's going to be opportunities. There's going to be some type of divine intervention in your love life, okay? The universe, because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is. It's spinning. For some of you, this is a change. Some of you, that it's really clear. Justice, now this can be divorce. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune together can mean that, well, and hang on, I have to pull out this Two of Swords too, because there was a decision to make, right? So there was some type of decision you had to make, and it had to do with the Knight of Cups, bringer of love, and the Ten of Cups, and Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. So this can mean that there's two options for love for some of you, and you have to make that decision with that Two of Swords. The things are going to balance themselves out. So if you've had a bad relationship, the next one's going to be good. If you had a great relationship and you leave it for no reason, you might not wind up with as good a relationship as you want, okay? But so the Wheel of Fortune is spinning here, and that's opportunity, and it's the universe, the divine, bringing that opportunity to you, you see? And here's your card, Temperance. And I know if you watch a lot of other tarot, they say Temperance is Sagittarius. I don't buy it. This I always associate with Aquarius. It is the water bearer. And traditionally, they even call Aquarian the water bearer because they're not a water sign, but they're flowing the subconscious mind into the conscious mind effortlessly, you see? Things become automatic. So that's why you don't need to vacillate about this decision. Go with your gut. This tells you trust your gut, trust your instinct, trust, yourself, that it's going to be good, and it is, because you have that Wheel of Fortune energy coming in here. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician. See that? So, the Magician, I always think of the Magicians often as being people with ones in their chart or sevens in their chart. Maybe a 5, not really so much a 5, but people with 1s and 7s in their chart, their numerological chart, or air signs, because 1, it's the beginning. This is someone who's active. He's always up to something. He's creating. He's kind of like, he has, he has male Aquarian energy, and when I think of magicians, I always think of a male Aquarian that I know of, and it's not always that, but I'm just saying because they're kind of alchemists, right? So are all of the air sign men. If it's male or can be a woman who has androgynous energy too. I'm not being sexist at all, because obviously I have so much water and earth in my chart that I'm not a macho male energy kind of guy. I think I have more Venus energy than I have Mars energy in my chart. But I think there's an air sign guy coming. This water, the Knight of Cups, you could say, is a water sign guy, but a water sign isn't really going to be the guy for you. That he's going to be too soft. You're going to love him. They're great, but the energy is just so different. It's just so different that it can be very difficult. I'm not saying it can't work. I know people who are air signs who have been with water signs for years and years and years, and they have a great time, but it's definitely a very different dynamic. It doesn't flow as easily. It's like both people have to kind of put a lot of energy into the relationship. They love and adore each other, but it's kind of like often like a cat and a dog. They think very differently, because Aquarians are really mental, and water signs are very emotional. So yes, there can be great relationships, and yes, they can produce all kinds of wonderful families and friendships and things of that nature. But it's not necessarily what I would pick as being the easiest. Okay, so as a recap, this is a really great love reading for you for November, Aquarian. You're worrying, some of you are getting pregnant, or some of you are spending time with your child or worrying about your child. Okay, they're just figuring really prominently. You're putting a lot of energy into your kid right now. And you also need to cross your T's and dot your I's. Take care of those things on paper. Take care of yourself. Get a facial, get a mani-pedi. Put energy out there in the areas that you want in your love life. If you're already in a relationship, make special things. Do special things with that person. Do things to better yourself, because that helps your relationship. It makes you more lovable too, right? And then you see 10 of Cups, happiness. But don't vacillate, okay? Make your decisions, get out of your head, okay? Get out of your head as much as you can when it pertains to love. There's that message. The scales are going to balance themselves out, okay? So if you've been waiting a long time for love, to meet someone, I definitely believe they're coming. Justice is going to bring that scale of balance into your love life. Opportunity with the Wheel of Fortune. Just let it flow. It's going to be automatic. You're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Again, get out of your head. Get into your heart. Whatever you have to do to get in your heart, to light a candle, buy yourself flowers, take a bubble bath, fantasize, read a book or see a movie that is not so brainy, that's not going to just, excuse my French, fuck with your head, okay? Get somewhere where your head is just not having to do the work, but your heart gets to take over and let the beauty flow through you, because that Knight of Cups, that offer is coming. I think you're going to really connect more with a magician type of guy, someone with a 1 or a 7 in his numerology, or he's just another air sign. So there you have it. That is an amazing, amazing reading for you for love for November. So I love all you, love and light. Hit that notification bell. I'm doing daily general readings, and then you'll know when I upload videos and your monthlies. So love and light, big kiss to all of you. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays.